Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. So in today's battle we're going to be watching the Blue SBAS forces backed up by the 103rd Blue Airborne Division in the helmets right there. So the SBAS have berets and the Blue Airborne have helmets. And then they're also going to be backed up by the 17th Royal Blue Artillery, which have decided to reinforce the position since they broke through the Tournoi front over in that direction. They've also installed some artillery, and we have received word that the Reds are going to be bringing the 51st Strike Battalion, along with a few companies of other Red infantry as well. So this is going to be a really interesting battle, and for those of you that don't know, the battle is located right here on the battle map, and I'm going to draw a line across the whole front of where this would be happening. But right there, look. So anyway, right here we're going to press the start button, and we have the captain over here, which is Captain Blueberry, and we can see him right there between these two artillery pieces, and he has ordered a whole company of men to move up and try and locate this 51st Strike Battalion. But I don't know where they will be. You see, I don't know if they're going to attack soon or, you know, sooner or later. But the objective would be to move up, hide below these like mounds right here, and ambush the Reds as they come over the hill. But the Reds are going to be approaching with a lot of soldiers, so I have no idea who's going to win this battle. So let me know in the comments, who do you think is going to win this battle before it even finishes? It'd be nice to see who bets on the winner, and I will be loving some of your comments as well. And also, go follow me on Instagram. I've got some big things coming up in the future, and I need more followers. I think we're at nearly 300 followers at the moment, but you know, it'd be nice to bring some of you guys over from YouTube, and maybe you can see what I'm doing in my real life as well. It'd be nice to share some of my real life things with you guys on YouTube. So I have kept the subscriber bell on in the background. I don't know how to deactivate it, so you might hear that from time to time during the video, but it would be very rare. But anyway, we have a lot of SBAS forces right here, which is the Special Boat and Air Service. Yeah, so it's a bit like the British SAS. But these guys are blue, so it could be the Special Blue Air Service. Who knows? Oh, here are the Reds. So the Reds appear to be bringing up the infantry first. I take it the tanks will be coming after. Wow, look at that. Huge battle. The artillery starting to kick in on the Red positions. And I think the main goal will be to hold the Reds on this hill for as long as possible. They are bringing up some BA-11s, which are numbers, was that number 527 and 011. So does that mean that would be the 11th BA-11 ever made for the Red Army, the glorious Red Army? Here comes another wave. They're not going light on these infantry. The Reds do have one of the biggest armies in the whole of Plastica. Taking a lot of shots from these blue artillery. How are they doing on the base of the hill? The counter-attack did work somewhat, but they appear to be losing more troops than what they're killing, so I think that's a bit of a failure. Damn you, Captain Blueberry. Bad decision. Oh no, tell a lie, there's quite a few of them left. It did work. A good mix of troops right here. That dude's lost his hat. I have to write another book on how I lost my hat by the Battalion Guard. Look at this hill. Reds seem to be focusing most of their infantry along the whole line at the moment. Yep, they're not focusing on any one flank, but they are scripted to focus on different flanks at random. So one minute they could be focusing on the centre, next minute they could be focusing on the left, next minute they could be focusing on the right, and then the next minute they could be focusing on the whole thing. So look over here. Oh, here comes the 51st Strike Battalion. And you guys may have seen this battalion from one of the previous videos where the Greens and the Tans held out a fort against the exact same battalion as what we're seeing here. So there's number 115, and I love these tanks. They look so cool. Don't know why those guys have paused. He must be talking to his general. So anyway, I want you guys to name the Red General in the comments, as I'm running really low on general names. We do have one person that's going to be playing a general in the future from the Discord. Each nation in the Discord will have a general, and the general will be represented on the battle map, and the dudes on the Discord will be able to move their character, so that's pretty cool. But we are looking for a way to implement that in a way of it working, because we have tried it in the past, but it didn't really work. Oh, so now he's decided to move up. He's following the infantry this time. Maybe it should be the other way round. Maybe the red infantry should follow behind the tanks. Got heavy machine guns. The artillery is doing really well. I think the Blues lost a full company of men. There are some remnants of that company that have retreated beyond the second round. Just keeping an eye on every direction. I always like to look from the defending force, as the defending force always do have the advantage, especially in this game. But then again, looking at how many Reds there are, well, that is pretty cool. Good shot from the artillery. I think that red tank over there is stuck behind that tree, using it as cover. Very good strategy. Be the tree. I'll see because of this smoke. Need another good shot from the... Oh god, a direct hit from that tank. Artillery is still in action though. We have one man on each. Oh, we've lost the right artillery there. Oh, this central position is under heavy fire. Very heavy fire. And there goes the other piece. I mean, we can try and get another man on the artillery there. Same with you, get on there. I feel like that's what they would do in this situation. But there is a full sea of Reds coming over this. So the Red Sea. Moving over that hill. We have got some MGs gifted by the Greens, some Brownings. Or some Groundings, should we say. Blues are doing really well to hold off as many of these Reds as possible. Because if the Reds do break through this front line, they will be supporting the Tannoy front. And we do not want that, because if the Reds break through, we could be seeing a lot more men against the Greens, the Tans, and the Blues back on the Tannoy front, which is in that direction over there. And if you guys go back, you can see them in previous videos. I'll link a couple of them in the description. Especially that one to do with the 51st Strike Battalion. Some really good camera angles from this position right here. Oh, you see it? The other guy takes over. How are we doing over here? They seem to be focused on this, on the left flank now. Throwing grenades over this thing. He's a gunner. No, the cover saved him. Then again, no, it didn't. Too many machine guns. But look at that. They seem to have nearly broke through the first line of defense, but the Blues do have a second line waiting for the Reds. And they're holding some B-16s, some B-14s, and some BN fouls. I feel like this guy would be more effective on this artillery piece. Oh, maybe not. Okay. My bad. Just pretend that never happened. Just dust it over. Dust it over. Run away. Yep, the Reds are focusing all of their troops on the central part of the battlefield at the moment. Supported by two heavy tanks. Is that one being detracked? Number 509. I think he's still in action. If these things do get disabled by the artillery, if the artillery land a direct hit, or if an artillery shell lands near it, it can disable their tracks. But the Reds do get out and repair the vehicle, which is pretty neat. More Red soldiers following up. But a whole new front line starts as soon as they breach this hill. With the 362. Can almost see them. Oh, he's aiming his gun right in the air. He's going to act as an artillery piece. Oh, this is not good for the Blues. This is not good for the Blues. This is really not good. Direct hit from the archer, which is part of the 17th Royal Artillery, and a hit from the artillery as well. Was that enough to take it out though? It was enough to take the track out, so that thing's not moving anytime soon. Not even sure if that's got any infantry left in it now. I mean, can we see in there? Yeah, I think all the men have abandoned ship. Or abandoned tanks, should I say. Is this tank still in action? It looks to be still in action. Nope, it is. I think people have abandoned that one as well. I mean, we're going to get some men back in there because there's no point in abandoning a full heavy tank. We've got some more on the way, but these trees seem to be getting the better of them. Maybe it's because they're made of wood and they're made of plastic. I don't think the two go together. That dude's getting in the tank. Now he's getting back out of the tank because he clearly needs repairing. What's he going to do? He's got the toolbox out. Now he's going to repair it. I think he's got to do the tracks on it or something. I think we've got a full retreat from some soldiers over here. They don't dare to poke their head over the hill. But other than that, I think that's all of the infantry for the first wave. But who won that first wave? Let me know in the comments. Who won the first wave? Was it red or was it blue? Because the blues still have a full line of defence on the second line. Lost 1, 2, 3 men on the second line. Not bad. Not a bad number. How about over here? No casualties yet. And no casualties there yet either. Very good. Very good, old chap. Another heavy tank manoeuvring. The blues did dig these ditches to stop all tanks from getting up these hills. It slows them right down. It gives them enough time to grab an AT weapon and maybe take out its tracks or something. But the blues do not want the reds to break through. And neither do the greens or tans really, because there is a lot of red infantry on the way to Tannoy. But if they hold them off in this video, and then they will have just enough time to, I don't know, maybe try and take the cities, because the next battle will be the main battle of Tannoy. I am going to keep switching between all of the different nations, so we're going to keep going between the tans, the blues, the greens, the greys, and we're just going to keep doing battles. I know you guys enjoy them. But let me know in the comments as well, what has been your favourite battle so far in the series? Your favourite kind of battle? My current favourite has got to be the Battle of Pearl Harbor. That was probably my favourite. How are we doing over here? More reds approaching. Here comes some more waves. I think the general must have been thinking, he must have been like, we need to hold the troops back just for a split second, rethink our strategies. That guy's still repairing a tank lot. He's doing the track on it. And now the general has decided to throw all the rest of his men at the front line. So like I say, name the general in the comments, and I'll pick the best one. And when I say I'll pick the best one, I'll pick the one with the most likes, so get like in the comments. Now the second line's starting to kick in. All is quiet on the eastern front. Not the western front, the eastern front. Good strategy now. There is a lot of infantry. A hell of a lot. Look at that lot. So many. Oh, they've repaired this tank now. Number 077 is back in action. Just needs to make it up this hill. The other two tanks didn't do quite as well. They're providing good cover for all the infantry. Artillery has been taken. Kind of reminds me of the Patriot, how the redcoats come over the top of the hill, and then all we can see is those blue lines, and they start opening fire. Another tank over here. This time they've put someone on the Dishka. It's like a giant moving bunker. No idea who's going to win this battle. But every video connects. I know that we've been getting a lot of new subscribers lately, so if you're new to the channel, I do advise going back to the start and just going through all of the videos. I mean, even if you brief them, you know. But every video connects, and they're all connected through storyline. I'll have to come up with some names for the battles as well. I'm really looking forward to when we end Series 2, shall we say, and make a timeline of all the battles, maybe get a number for the casualties, and get a set goal. This is not good. This is not good. But Archer took a good shot there, though. Was it yes, it was enough to take out the red tank. What? No! Those poor reds. They even got gunned out after they got out of the tank. It was a good effort though, a really good effort. But other than that, I think the rest of the Reds have stopped advancing. We have got a full advance on the right flank now. This could be interesting. Blues are still holding the line though. Can the Reds break through and support Tannoy? Or will the Blues hold them off? And these guys are currently repairing this tank. Or have they repaired the tank? Let's double check. Yeah, this tank's fully repaired now. Let's just position it right there where the ground is a little bit more even, so it can maybe get a shot off. And they're also repairing this tank over here as well. Same with you, support that tank. Number 509, and what's the number on that? Number 077, still alive. Wow. What are they doing? What are you doing, tanks? Go. I was like, I'm moving out of the way for that one, sir. Oh no, I said that wrong. I was moving out of the way for that one, sir. That would be one of those nice Soviet accents. Shells are providing good cover for the red infantry right here. These guys are moving up behind the rocks. And these are like a Spetsnaz sort of troops. You can tell the difference between them. The others seem to have clothes hanging off them, whereas the other ones seem very tight. The Blues have done really well on this one. I think this might be a Blue victory. They managed to hold back the whole 51st Battalion. 51st Strike Battalion. Let's move him over here. See if we can bring him over. You can hear the subscriber bell in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I don't know how to disable it. It's attached to my recording software. It's for live streams, but for some reason it does it in recordings as well. There is a lot of troops in reserve ready to charge over the top. It's just a matter of waiting for them to regroup and gaining the courage to move over. Captain Blueberry is doing very well. Let's have a look at the casualties these things have inflicted. Like this has got 34 kills, and this one has 45 kills. Wow! It shows how effective artillery is in this game. What are those guys doing? And we've formed a new front line. This is now the red trench, right here, and this is now the blue trench. I think it is. I don't think any side wants to make any more moves. If that's the case, I'm going to have to hold this video off for another one. So let me know, what do you think we should do? Should we make a part 2 where the rest of the red forces gather right here, right along this massive trench line, like this massive mound, and then they do one supercharge over the top and run into blue lines? And let me know, should we do that for a second part? I think that would be pretty epic. I think we're going to have to. I don't think there's any more waves of Reds approaching. The Blues are still very well dug in. We've got good AT, he's lost his helmet. So yeah, this is a win for the Blues. It's a definite win for the Blues, but the Reds have managed to take a bit of ground. We can see them from here, look. So there's quite a lot of them. And I feel like I want to bring up some more soldiers and use this mound right here strategically for the Reds to make the next charge. So I think we'll do that for the next video. We'll make this into a 2-part video. So anyway, I'm MightyMapper123. I hope you enjoyed this one. It is a win for the Blues on this one, but we are going to be coming back with a part 2 to see another great charge from the Reds, and who knows, we'll give them another chance to see if they can break through to the Tannoy line, and I'll also strengthen the blue defences as well. So big thank you to everyone that's been watching, and I will see you all in the next one.